Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the FB4 Daily. I am Gav. We are in the TOS studios, the Anfield Wrap studios. The lads have let us do this for today because once I keep annoying them, they just keep letting me do stuff. Thanks a million to them for helping us out. This show is with Paddy Power. Get the app, get your odds, sports, and everything beyond that. Gamble responsibly. If you don't gamble, don't worry about it. Disregard everything what I've said. I have this lad here with me, Grizz. I found him. He's staying in a hotel closer to Wales than actually to Liverpool, but we'll let him away.
It was sunny where I was.
What?
It was sunny where I was.
It was sunny where I was as well.
I'm serious.
I'm wearing
and
shorts.
It's absolutely pissing down here. Yeah, but where I am, it's absolutely.
I'm wearing shorts.
I'll send you pictures of me on the sunbed. You can see my tan as well.
I'm wearing shorts, and to be honest with you, it might have been a bad idea. To be honest with you, it's absolutely hammering down with rain in Liverpool.
It's alright. It's going to be a carnival atmosphere.
Yeah, well, listen, we're going to do this, and then we're going to go to the pub. Well, I'm going to go to the pub. You're going to a recommended eatery in Liverpool that's been recommended.
Yeah, apparently backsheesh. So apparently the locals will be able to tell me that apparently it's a massively popular place.
Okay.
And I'm going to tuck in, Gav.
Yeah, well, listen, if you're tucking in, I'll tell you what.
You're going to tuck in with me, actually. Why don't you come with me? But
well, you tuck into that, and I'll tuck into something different.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, it's good to be on. We tried. Now, listen, to be honest with you, we tried yesterday. We really tried. And technology had an off day. It was the first time the technology was on a plane, so it didn't really jet lag set in and stuff like that. But we done a pre-record. We put it out there, and yeah, it's all good. Ray Dickinson said there's a pitch inspection at 5. What are you inspecting it for?
Pitch inspection?
Yeah.
Oh, the weather, isn't it?
Well,
he's talking about the pitch inspection. The weather's that bad.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I think the game will go ahead.
I don't think so.
It's not a problem.
No, the game will go ahead. That's just Ray Dickinson. Just being like that. Am I in Dublin? No, I'm not in Dublin. I'm in Liverpool. It's all good. One lad says me and you look like brothers.
We are.
I have a better tan than you.
I'm actually browner than you, darker than you today.
I don't know.
No, I am. I've honestly.
I don't know.
The hotel I got, which is like 7 miles down the road.
Yeah.
It was sunny there.
I'm
serious. It was sunny there. It was absolutely boiling.
It's in a different time zone, I think.
It is, but it's amazing. It's only 7 miles away.
Yeah. Now listen. Let's get on to it. I want to have a quick chat about yesterday, about deadline day. In the end, Liverpool didn't do any business. They ended up doing nothing. Some people are upset by that. Some people are not upset by it. Some people are quite happy to go ahead with the squad that we have for the season. How did you feel at 5 o'clock yesterday when nothing happened? Surprised?
Yeah. Surprised? No, not surprised, because it was leading up that way, wasn't it? All the indication, all the noise was that we're going to leave it. We're going to let this window slide without doing much. So I wouldn't say surprised. Disappointed? Possibly, yeah. Frustrated, definitely. I'm of the opinion that you can trust the system, trust Klopp, but also have a disappointment as a fan, as just a fan that sort of, who doesn't like nice shiny new toys? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So from that aspect, yeah, from a footballing and financial aspect, it seems as though it didn't make enough sense for Klopp and Edwards and co to make the plunge. It also seems from what we're hearing and what we're seeing that we are sort of targeting the next window to go huge. So look, all in all, I haven't got an issue. All in all. Just slightly frustrated we didn't bring in one new fresh face. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had the concerns, and I've said it on this show, like what I'm doing this show now, probably a month and a half, and I've said it throughout. Yeah. I've been confident enough for it. That I've said I had slight concerns if we didn't bring somebody in. I still stick with that, and the only concern for me is it's not about the squad's ability. It's definitely not about that. It's about the I suppose the durability of some players. Yeah. And that was my only thing. Look, if you told me now that Oxlade-Chamberlain, Gomez, Lallana were going to be fit for the entire season, and Keita was going to come back with 10% more than he had last season, I would not even 10% will do me, because I would be absolutely and utterly fine with that. We're just,
I see what you mean.
We're gambling that little bit on one player's probably form and 2 or 3 players' durability. But look, if you get 20 games out of Adam Lallana next season, you've got probably 50% more than you did last season. Okay, if you get 15 out of Oxlade-Chamberlain, you're getting a massive increase. And Gomez, if you can get 30 out of him, you're getting 50% more games. You know, that kind of way.
Yeah.
So, and that would improve us in any way, going with the lads. But then I suppose you have to look at, you know, the front three stay fit. Does Fabinho stay fit? Does this player, Van Dijk, stuff like that? But all things being equal, I believe we're as good as anyone, and I believe that. I've said it, and I've said it to you, and I've said it to others. We're winning the league, and that's it.
No, you know, I know of your opinion about we're winning the league, and that's good for you and good on you. And you know, I think we're going to be there or thereabouts. I understand your point. You make a good point about. I think we're, but it's still a gamble in my eyes. We're relying on the likes of Oxlade, Keita, Shaqiri, and Lallana to be our X factors when they are our X factors, in terms of we don't know if they're going to be able to sort of last a whole season injury free. But then, yes, you're right. I mean, looking at them, if they're fighting fit and if they remain fit, then we should be fine. We've got enough cover there to go head to head. Well, it's the same team. What we've got to remember is people say, oh, we haven't got enough to go toe to toe with City. We just did.
Yeah.
We just did a couple of months ago.
That's the thing.
So we've been toe to toe with them with the same squad, but now we've got a fully fit, hopefully fingers crossed, a fully fit Oxlade, a fully fit Keita, a fully fit Lallana. I know nobody wants to hear it, but it is the case. Klopp trusts him, so fully fit Lallana and Shaqiri, and that's 4 very good Premier League players who will improve us, and they are like new signings.
Well, I don't like this new signings thing. I don't really like that, because when a new signing comes in, you're expecting that person to be fully fit, ready, hits the ground running and goes. Whereas we're kind of bringing these back with a little bit of trepidation, let's be honest. There's no way you're going into the season going, no, Joe Gomez will be fine, Adam Lallana will be fine, you know, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain will be fine. There's no way you're going into that season looking at that. Like, we had a chat with Lizzie Doyle from the Anfield Wrap just while we were waiting to come down here earlier, and we were discussing how people go on about the City squad, and while it's fantastic, you know, we put it up to that our squad against City squad went toe to toe, and a point was in it. It was the minimum.
And those are facts.
And we went and won a European Cup.
And those are facts.
While people laud this City squad, I think people are a bit quick to jump on Liverpool's squad. I think it's a bit out of order.
We've always been We've recently become, not recently, but sort of the last, and rightly so, we've become a very insecure fan base, Gav. And because of, you know, the last 20 years of what we've had, you know, we've been kind of so much disappointment, and but I think we've got to get over this sort of mentality of insecurity, I guess. We've got to be positive.
But that's built into us over the years of false promises at times.
But Klopp's tried so hard ever since he's walked through that door with the doubters into believers. And I'd say, would you say 90% of the fan base is a believer now? I mean, in fact, he alluded it, didn't he, in the press conference?
But I'd say it's more than that. But you know what comes to me, Grizz, and I know I've seen a lot on social media and amongst lads that we speak to, and you know, in WhatsApp groups and whatever else, and amongst the lads in the Day Trippers, and further afield than that, other lads that do other podcasts that we would speak to, and you will get a couple of lads that would say, look, in 13-14 we were second, and we never pushed on. In 08-09 we were the same. I think we came second in, was it 02-03 it was 03-04 maybe, or 01-02. I'm showing out loads of years there. I'm like you, I'm just edging me bets.
Yeah, one of the numbers.
We came second to Arsenal, maybe in 01-02. And we never pushed on. But I think this is different, Grizz. Look, take 13-14 for argument's sake, and 08-09. In 08-09 we had a fantastic team, but Benitez was constantly at the throat of the owner and vice versa. In 13-14, Rodgers does a brilliant job, but it was built on sand. You know, it wasn't built on anything structurally, you know, compact and ready to push on. It was a freak season. This one has been built since October 2015.
I was just going to say that.
It's been built since October 2015. We went to Europa League final, fine. We lost the League Cup final. We lost the European Cup final. But we've constantly progressed. And this is Klopp basically telling people, You know,
trajectory.
we're on trajectory now. This is the graph. We're going up and up. And I have a group of lads here now that I think are brilliant, but I'm going to make them. I'm going to put that extra 10% in now. Do you agree with that, or do you think? Would you go with the lads that say, no, we should have strengthened, you know, this could fall apart?
It's difficult. We've got to accept and remember the kind of manager we hired. And the kind of manager we hired is not a transfer checkbook type manager. And he's not. We have to accept that, and we have to understand his thinking and his philosophy is based on coaching and improving players. We made significant signings last season, or the last 18 months or so, but we had to. He felt the necessity to do that. He doesn't feel the necessity for this window, in just this window in particular, to sort of do that buying. Do you know what I mean? At that level. And we really aren't in a position to go against him. We really aren't in a position to doubt him. We'd be foolish. We allowed an opinion. I've heard this so much on Twitter. Aren't we allowed an opinion? Well, we are. Of course we're allowed an opinion, and go for it. You know, share your opinion, voice your opinion. But at the end of the day, there's got to be, you can't just suddenly not trust his methods and philosophies that we know that he's built up over his career at every club. So even at Dortmund, you know, he often talks about the Dortmund side that won, and he says if we stayed together for another season, we'd have won another title. And it was his biggest regret that Götze, Royce team, etc., Gundogan didn't stay together the following season as well. You know, that was his biggest regret. He really thinks that they would have won, you know, another title, and he feels that this crop of players, he thinks, you know, they're good enough to win the title. And at the end of the day, he's the one who counts, Gav.
Yeah, he is, and to be honest with you, like, you know, it kind of turned away from Klopp towards the end of the window and pointed towards the owners, and the owners said this and the owners said that. The owners, apparently, John Henry came out at the end of last season and before the tour saying we'll spend big again if we need to, we can compete with anybody. That just makes, if we haven't spent, that makes me think the Klopp has went, no, hold on. I'm happy with what I have. I don't need to integrate people into this squad. I feel like we can push on again. So we'll have to wait and see. The season starts tonight, 8 p.m. at Anfield. We're both going. Norwich at home. A lot of people have a bit of trepidation about this because if it's a promoted side, it's that cup final, it's one of the big ones. You know, like when you see clubs come up and they say, oh, you know, Old Trafford, Anfield,
they love it.
The Emirates, you know, this place like this, Stamford Bridge. So Anfield is definitely in the top one or two of where you want to be when you go to the Premier League, and where you want to go and visit and where you want to try and impress. But looking at tonight, Grizz, for me, I just think against Lyon and against the second half against Man City, Liverpool just look to be getting to a level now where it's becoming dominant. They're going to become dominant again. They're going to make teams run till they're tired and then absolutely expose them. So going into tonight's game, first of all, I have to ask you, because I haven't asked you yet, are you confident about this game tonight? Are you confident in the Reds going out and dispatching Norwich? And there's going to be loads of zip to that pitch tonight with the rain that's out there as well.
I am. Do you know what? The preseason we know didn't start off great and kind of dampened the mood after the Champions League. So no signings plus our pre-season form, you know, meant that sort of the fan base was slightly on a downer. But as you said, the performance against Lyon and the second half against City has totally got me back in the mood. And just listening to the man in his press conference, Gav, you know, he talks about being angry and we've got to get out there and just make sure we're hard to play against and nasty. And that's exactly what we are as a team as well. Very nasty to play against, Gav. We're a terrible team to play against. We, as you said, we make you run like anything and then tire the shit out of you, and then just our front three take over. I think, you know, in seasons gone past, there will be a trepidation of, oh my God, newly promoted team, will they nick or draw? You know, suddenly the atmosphere becomes a bit toxic in the ground. None of that. It's going to be a party atmosphere. I think we're going to be totally out of the, you know, and I think, fingers crossed, you know, Norwich are going to try to play football against us. And we know what happens when teams try to play football against us. They're very good football.
It doesn't end well.
It doesn't end well. And I don't see this ending well for them. I do see a comfortable win, and we need it. We need to just lift the mood. We need to, you know, 3-4-0 hammering. None of this sort of, I really think he's going to have them charged up, just as he would have had in a Champions League final, and that's good. The attitude is there, the passion in his press conference was there. It gets you in the mood, Gav. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm not showing it at the moment. I'm calm. I'm buzzing. So.
Buzzing inside.
I'm just want that kebab.
Not outwardly.
Just get on with it.
You just want to go to that place to eat, don't you?
I am.
It's ridiculous. Like,
get on with it.
You
said 20 minutes.
Listen, come here. My 20 minutes is completely different to yours. No, you literally met me outside here and you went, no, listen, what's the name of that place that we went to? And I said, no, we didn't go anywhere. And he went, no, the place I really want to go to. And I was like, we'll find it for you. Calm down. We're just going to do 25 minutes or so, and then we go, right?
I'm calm.
But you're talking about them having them charged up. Do you think there's a couple of players in that team that might be charged up that, there's a European Super Cup on Wednesday night? Could it be one of those? It doesn't mean a hell of a lot to me. I'd actually leave a lot of players at home.
We're there now.
But the players that we have now always look to these European competitions. So there might be a couple of players there thinking, I might get an opportunity tonight. I might be able to push my way into that team on Wednesday.
Absolutely, Gav. Absolutely. The likes of Naby Keita, James Milner, even Oxlade, who's missed so much football. They want to be involved, Gav. It's to be seen if they're going to get selected today. Will he go with a similar lineup to the one at Charity Shield? Personally, I wouldn't like to see that lineup because I think that lineup was suited to play against Man City. I've often talked about the midfield of being like a sort of robust and combative midfield against City. So your Ginis, your Hendos and Fabinhos. Personally, I'd like to see Keita. I don't think he's going to start, but I'd like to see Keita myself. Maybe Ox isn't ready. I don't know. To start, his season hasn't been, his pre-season hasn't been great. But does Mane step back in? I think he does. I think Mane will start. I think get a couple of goals.
I agree with you.
Give Mane
hope and expectation.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he's talking quite positively of him. Do we go full strength fair with absolutely no regards to the Super Cup? Yes. Absolutely no doubt.
If you're picking, like, do you know the way last season we came to it and we were like, we play a full team there because we have this and we have that. This is multiplied now by 10 this season. League games take priority over fucking everything.
These 4 games before the international break, we go full strength in every single game. And then after that, we assess and we look at sort of the odd rotation here and there because that's the kind of guy he is. He doesn't. He's very, very. I think we're going to target the league again. We were discussing earlier cup competitions. I genuinely don't think he's too bothered about cup competition. I think it's going to be the Champions League and Premier League. I know a lot of people are going to want to, get a cup win in there, but full strength, especially for the first 4 league games, Gav. We're at a stage and we're fighting a team. We're up against a rival that just doesn't drop points, Gav. Every point is gonna. We can't even. It's from the off. We need 3 points every game, Gav. We can't even drop a point. That's how mad it is. We're looking at 100 points. Again, 90 plus points again.
Yeah,
that we're gonna have to reach. So the systems go in every single game.
Okay. So your team. I'll name a team. If you disagree, tell me to stop. Okay. Alisson in goal. Trent right back.
It's been dodgy, but yeah.
Robertson left back.
Yeah.
Van Dijk and Gomez.
I'd go Matip.
Okay, I'm going Gomez.
What will Klopp do? I think Klopp.
I think he goes Gomez tonight, and he goes Matip on Wednesday. No?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I think he go Matip.
Okay. Well, I go Gomez. I'm gonna go Fabinho.
I'd go Gini.
The deepest.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go Lallana.
No, not for this one.
No.
But hey, listen, don't discount it. I know you laugh, but don't discount it. But I personally, I'd sound crazy.
So you're going Gini?
I'll play Gini at home to Norwich.
Gini, I'm going Fabinho. Then I'm going to go Henderson.
Henderson's, yeah.
And then I'm going to go Wijnaldum.
Yeah, I'd go Keita. I'd go Keita, Henderson, Gini. That's my 3.
So you're taking
Fabinho. I'd rest him for Chelsea and Southampton.
Right. So we're only picking one different player, but 2 positions kind of change.
That's it. Yeah.
And then up front, I'm going with the front 3 lads.
I think Mane starts, yeah, and the other 2 I really liked. I know Salah didn't score, and I know Bobby. Who scored that goal?
Matip.
Matip scored that goal, so Bobby didn't score either. I know neither of them scored, but they looked good.
Yeah, they did
Yeah,
look
they look good.
Well, Firmino, for me, look.
Every time I've come to Anfield, I've seen a Bobby Firmino masterclass.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see it again. I say that I haven't picked him on my fantasy team. Have I got still time to change it?
No.
I've still got time to change it.
All right, yeah.
Bobby has looked the sharpest in pre-season I've seen since he's been at the club, which is a good positive.
Okay, just a couple of comments have come in, right? Phil from the Trippers said he's going to tell the Anfield Wrap that we broke into their studios. He's asked us to move the camera right a little bit, which I'm not going to do. Kate at the start says, Dunno. Yussi says he's up at the park having a drink. He's going to watch Jamie Webster and Tia at 5 o'clock. Enjoy that, Yussi. He's really, really good. 5-0.
We might join him.
We might join him. Yeah, we might. We're trying to go around the ground about 6.
Yeah.
So we might try join him up there. We're going to be having a drink in town. Then we're going up to the ground about 6. And yeah, if anyone's around, absolutely come and say hi and have a drink and stuff like that. We've kind of picked the team. We're confident. We're over the transfer window now.
Yeah,
we have Friday night. This is what it's all about. We're not going to look at the Super Cup on Wednesday or the remaining league games. You know, the league games coming up. I'll do that as the daily shows go on. But just on tonight, Grizz, what's your prediction for tonight?
I'm going 4-0, Gav.
4. Okay. Do you want to give me some scores? And the youngster?
Yeah, I think Bobby Firmino will be. I know everyone's looking at Mane to come in and make an amazing impact. I think everyone's looking at Mo to carry on the form that he showed, the glimpses of form he showed. But I think Bobby's going to light up the stage tonight. I think Bobby get a brace. Okay.
I'm going to go 4-1. It's the one I've said all the time. There's an interesting bet on Paddy Power where I think it was Yuki to score first, and Liverpool to win 4-1 is about 150 to 1. I know you're not into that stuff, so you just disregard what I'm saying. But
I know you're into that pukey stuff.
It's not well.
It's not
a bet. I think it's an interesting bet, but it's not one I go for. I don't see Norwich going ahead. I think we'll if it's 4-1, we'll be 3 up and they score, or 4 up and they score. But I'd hope that our concentration will be there. That if it's 4-0, listen, win. That's all I want. Win.
Yeah. No, I want a comfortable win. I want a good win. I want like a 3-4 goal win.
Yeah.
We need it. Lift them.
So we're both confident. 3-4-0, 4-1, somewhere around that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, we're going to leave it there, Chris, because I did say 20 minutes. I think we're about 23 minutes in, so that means I owe you 3 minutes.
Like I'm fasting. You made me fast.
I owe you.
It's not even Ramadan, and I'm fasting.
I owe you 3 minutes overtime. Isn't that right? And I owe myself 23 minutes overtime because I shouldn't have been doing anything today. I shouldn't have left that pub.
You're still talking.
Yeah, I know. So listen, that's been the it's not the Anfield Wrap. I was going to say the Anfield Wrap.
We're
from the Anfield Wrap studios. This has been the FB4 Daily. We'd like to thank the Anfield Wrap for letting us do this. We'd like to thank Paul Senior for letting us use Motel yesterday. Great set of lads, and no matter what we need, they look after us when we come over. Thanks for watching. I'll have this for download later on if I get to it. Of course, it's on Periscope, it's on YouTube. Grizz, thanks a million for joining me.
No problem, man.
And we'll be back to you tomorrow. Over and out.